Plenty of time.
Let me know when it's actually up and everything. Yeah.
Are you gonna go to your splash screen before it's up?
You're all on the ship now, aren't you?
No.
Out of the way.
Yeah, we're on the ship on this, but
Yeah, let me move you all to the actual splash screen. There we go. So we're up and live. Cool. All right, hey guys, welcome back to another session of Sigil of Storms. Last time, the party finally made its way down towards the Blight and, unmistakably located the area that had to be the vampires' area, judging by the fact that the entire area went from basically early morning to complete pitch black as they passed through a region, essentially. Flying out around it, you located a town on the edge of this darkness region, spoke to not so much the townsfolk there. Most of them were hiding in their houses and whatever. There was a guard woman, for lack of a better term, though seemed more like an adventurer than like an actual guard. She did actually have a gun, which was not the most common thing at all that that you would see in this world currently. And explained that the town had been a victim of several raids coming in from inside, and the party then opted to head in on foot because they weren't really going to be able to find this castle from the air in basically with how this whatever is turning the magic to night inside the area, they weren't going to find it from the air. So they headed in on foot. Getting there on foot, they very quickly ran into the initial guards, which involved a number of possessed machines, actually, as well as a few skeletons which refused to stay down, and an undead knight, essentially, who did a decent bit of damage when he hit, but got knocked off his horse, and before he could do much more, was swiftly dealt with fully. Since then, the party they've progressed through the little stables area where where the knight came from, defeating more cursed automatons. Yeah, let's go with that word. And they have progressed just over the main passageway. I don't think they have gone any further since that. So let me get everyone back to the
All right, while it loads, we still need to find ourselves a girl who can control animal spirits, a whip using
No, we are not going for full Risu.
And...
Risu.
Enough,
please. And oh yeah, since I did actually forget to mention it last session, while the party was in the town, this was all heard off session, but I want to make sure it was said on camera. While the party was in the town, they would have overheard the name of the vampire, a Lord Marcellus. They haven't really seen much about him yet, so you are about your lower center-ish.
I see it. You know what? I have a whimper mutt that's biting at my hand. I need to take her up just right quick. We're taking a short rest anyway, correct?
we are.
Are you?
Did we just finish a short rest?
I just didn't want to have one because we have 2 spirit guardians going up and don't want them to be wasted. No, she recast it in the last fight.
You both cast it in this last fight, so you both have at least 9 minutes.
I change that number.
Sariel and I still have all but one of our channel divinities. Because I used up one, and that's the only one that's been used so far.
I'm pretty good at the moment. This is the only issue is health. She's just over half.
My own runs into the issue of key.
Yeah. I'll do a quick heal, I guess. Yeah.
Cassidy could drop out of her beast form to do it.
I'll be right back.
She's fine in it.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's used more spells than I realized.
Let's do that on Death. So heal 20, I heal 4.
Okay.
And then on Lily.
And
Pretty
the
much
baby.
everybody but Cass and Ione, I think. $17.
All right. In that case, this is full. I'm full.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, party advancing forward.
I hate my mic. I keep saying things, but it's like not even half a centimeter unplugged and it stops. But yeah, I was just going to do that on Lily. So another 20.
Okay. Probably a rest after the.
Yeah, we
you
just
run
want to
into
keep
something
the.
more.
We just want to get most use that we can out of our spirit guardians.
Yep. All right. So progressing forward in the next room.
Yep.
All right. So the room you're in currently is just kind of it's just a passageway. There would have been portcullis underneath this, but you can see that they were like the gate was opened, rather not portcullis, but gate was opened there. Going forward in this next room, it can look like it's more of like a proper guard room. There's a table. You can see that there's a few like a hand of cards laid out, dusty, like they've just been there forever. You know, this is where a few of these Fellforged came from. And up ahead there is a wooden wall with a door in it. It would appear that this one over here had the winning hand. That winning hand was a pair of aces. Cassie's just going to squeeze through here. Nothing other than that, really. There's like a weapon rack over here. There's a few short swords, but they're also covered in dust. Like they haven't been touched in eternity.
Sorry, that was actually just me. Sorry about that. Yep, open up the door. Meat shield.
All right, Lily, you go to open up the door, and
It explodes.
Actually, hold that thought. Don't move anymore. I did not realize that was the entire dynamic lighting thing. So let me put boop, 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 boop. Yeah, I'll let you roll for traps now. Let me throw one thing back on there. You've already seen everything, but what does it matter? You see no traps. All right, so you're stepping through?
Yep.
All right, and as you step through, first step, or undo that.
Oh.
So back square. So the first step you go through, the wonderful no traps you found happens as you step forward and you feel your leg catch on a tripwire. You don't see anything happen right now, but you do hear a loud thud come from around the corner to your left. No, nothing happens to you. You just hear a thud to the left.
Basically, somebody tied a can to a piece of string and put it in front of the wire. And put the wire for it right in front of the door.
Mm-hmm. And as you cut the And as you cut the tripwire, you see a dwarf run around the corner. He looks like he has a large pot, like sitting on his head as though it landed there. He runs around the corner. He sees Lily, lifts up what you recognize very quickly to be a gun, and he pulls the trigger. All
Roll
let me
initiative.
yeah, you're going to be rolling initiative. Let me just get this out of the way. And as he does this, first of all, the gun trigger is extremely loud. Oop. And that will... First shot will miss. Second shot will hit, though. Lily, you will take 18 piercing damage. And as he comes up and he pulls the trigger, the first trigger he pulls, it kind of goes wide, and Lily can just feel some it's not quite like the same bullets that she knows Shiki has made and used, because this just seems to erupt in a cone around her. The second shot, though, hits true and catches Lily in the shoulder with several small pellets. And you can all just hear this loud double, it's almost like a thunderclap almost. And at this sound, Lily, you can see there's a lot of activity from the series of tents out here. So yeah, roll the initiatives. NPC initiative. Gotta roll Des initiative. Let's roll, not Des, Cassie initiative. Technically, she has advantage initiative. So I'll roll her again. So she's gonna be at 17. Yes, we can. I'll roll for her real quick. Good initiative for her. Now I got to move over to the GM layer because I have initiative, 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 and initiative, and initiative. Perfect. And that's all he could have done with his turn. And Lily can also see as he finished off, he's dropped his, he's lowered his gun as though he's reloading it. And he picks it back up, finished. On token layer. All right, so let me order that in correct order. And of course, Risa goes first. Yeah, you probably should, because she's dealing with the dog. Like 50, I think. She can stand there, yeah, I'll allow it. Yep. Give me one moment. I think I'm missing a sheet. Yep, that should be all the sheets. All right, back on this. So first one is obviously going to miss. The second one will hit as she stabs the dwarf right through the... What armor is he wearing? He is wearing studded leather. Stabs him right through the studded leather, dealing about 8 points of damage. Okay. That'll miss. And that was one of her remaining key. So she has one left. All right, next up will be Cassidy. Cassidy will run forward. She will squeeze the door. That's going to take, I think, a total of 40 movement. She will see what's going on here, so she will run the rest of the distance here.
And go bork, 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 bork.
And she's going to roar, more or less, at this guy. I'm going to get to Cassidy's sheet. I'm going to use this for, because she is going to try to intimidate. Oh my. And he is not really that intimidated, however. Man, that was a good roll in his part. All right, next up then will be Shiki, because that was all Cassidy could move.
I can fix that. Do, do, do. I do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Yeah, I've got a clean shot. That's good.
That's real nice.
Real nice. Sorry, I got noisy going on the back. Alright, then I'm gonna do like
Question, real quick. Can anyone see the arrow I'm pointing around with? It's a little bit above Shiki.
No.
Perfect.
Okay, and 1, 2 on him.
Both of those will hit pretty easily.
First shot's fire damage.
Yep, first shot is fire damage, so that'll be 16 from the first shot. And then another 9 from the second.
And that's my go.
All right, give me one moment before it's Ariel's turn. I knew I forgot one sheet. All right, let's see. Shiki. Like Lily can see, or actually it'd probably be behind Lily at this point. Shiki, behind you, you can hear movement. And when you kind of glance back to look at what it is, you realize very quickly that the
I
bear
don't need a
traps.
gun.
Yeah, you don't because of the robe of eyes. As the robe of eyes looks back, you see one of the bear traps, which is adorning this pile of rubble, lunges towards you. And it tries to bite you. And it tries to bite you.
Mimic traps.
It's not a mimic. It will miss. Actually, I don't have Shiki's armor set up on. Why is Shiki's AC empty?
It should not be.
It's let me reset it on the token.
It's 18.
It was blank on her token for some reason. All right, yeah, so that will miss. And at the same time, the other one lunges forward and tries to bite her. This one will hit. Let me real quick bring the one I was using to hide its initiative. And this one will bite her. Shiki, you're going to take 15 piercing damage. And roll me a dex save.
You're not fun.
Believe me, these things are nasty. Yeah, this thing, the first one reaches out and catches you off guard. You're able to kind of deftly move out of the way. The second one, however, kind of adjusts to the way you dodge out of the way and goes to bite onto your arm. And it takes a good chunk out of the arm. Like your arm is bleeding a little bit, but you're able to kind of shake it off. Feet's a little unsteady, though you don't fall prone. And the two of them kind of just jump around there, standing right next to you. Sorry, Sario's turn.
Jump
So,
around.
Well, so when's that coming for me then?
The best you could see, that is just a sword. To the best you could see. Okay. One
Okay,
shot.
Sorry about that.
That'll hit very easily. Dealing 12 damage. Not that crap.
Good weapon. Where are we?
And then on the Gnarljack's turn, I'll have to roll a wisdom save for him.
Where is Ione?
Ione is up. She is half in a wall currently.
Oh, okay, that's why I can't find her right away. Oh.
Yeah, I'm all set on the DM side. The difficult terrain starts at, if you can see my arrow, it starts right there. She can stand there, but that's where difficult terrain starts. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yep, that is direct flanking. That's what happened there. What is their AC? That will miss. And yeah, actually with advantage, that will hit. So he will take, what is he? All right, so he will take, because you're raging, so that's 12. You feel the fire damage doesn't do that much effect to it as you slash down on it. The sword itself does seem to be as effective as you expect. So that's going to be 12 plus 4, so 16 damage. The second attack, however, will miss.
It's revenge for yesterday. Yeah.
All right. Now then, on this particular stage, running out of the tent, you see several more humanoids. Humans, to be exact. And if you recognize the actual sheet, you should know exactly what they can do. Or the actual token, you should know what they are already.
Jobbers.
They are all armed with what you can see appear to be heavy crossbows and short swords, and a longsword as well. The ones that run out. So these two lower ones are going to... they'll see Ione, and they'll take an aim at her with their heavy crossbow. That'll miss horribly. That'll actually hit. Ione, would you like to use a reaction to negate 1 piercing damage?
No, I think I'll take that piercing damage just in
Cool.
case.
I thought I would check just to make sure. The last be necrotic instead of poison in this place, but no. The last one will see Sariel in the middle of the group, see all of the Fey spirits swirling around her and take a shot at her. And he will miss horribly as it embeds in the wooden wall behind. Next up is the gunner's turn. And the gunner takes a step up here, a step this way, a step this way. He lifts his gun up, which Shiki can see, and she'll probably identify it since she's made designs similar. This is a scatter gun.
Yeah, shame he gets disadvantage.
Does he?
He will have disadvantage, yes, because Ione is within melee range.
Well, I don't know. It could have easily had something for it. It is
It is,
no.
it is a cone attack.
Scattergun is a cone-based weapon.
Yeah, I should double pull out the cone. The only difference it's not gonna hit Lily regardless. It's probably gonna hit the Gnarljacks in both, and then Shiki, Sariel, Cassidy, and not Ione. So I wasn't that worried about pulling it out.
On the bright side, there's no double damage coming from it.
Yeah, there's no double damage coming from it. Let me just grab the token, twist it around. Des technically has
Cover.
full. Would it be full cover at this point? I think it'd be full cover.
Yeah, because
him.
the
Yeah, so
Yeah,
Des would
'cause-
have full cover, so she can't be hit. It's going to hit both the Gnarljacks, Shiki, Sariel, Cassidy, and not Lily.
yeah, it'd have to go
Yeah,
that
so
way.
Yeah,
So-
it's so what I'd assume would be. So, all right, so Cassidy will get hit for 15 piercing damage. Sariel, luckily, they just can't really hit her properly, nor can they hit Shiki, and the Gnarljacks are also equally exempt. I think I'm supposed to roll for each individual character. Does that sound right?
No, it's just for the attack overall, I think.
One attack and it's against every AC, I assume.
Yeah.
I'm not actually sure. I'm going to do it that way, though. The second attack will hit Cassidy again for another 12.
Direwolves have like crap AC.
Yeah, Sariel, Shiki, both of them are able to again dodge out of the way. The Gnarljacks this time, however, will take 12 piercing damage each.
Die, please.
Okay, so they have less AC than Shiki.
And at that point, he kind of opens up the barrels on again and loads in 2 more shells. Next turn. Roll perception checks if you would like.
Oh, that scares me.
With my advantage, yeah.
Let's look in that general direction. Darvin is still inside, so it's really going to be on Ione,
Oh.
Sariel, Lily. Sariel will definitely notice this. Ciara's
Do I
inside,
notice?
so she doesn't notice. Ione wouldn't notice it either. But Sariel will notice from these 2 small tents up here, if you can see where I'm pinging, the flaps seem to open and nothing comes out. Shiki, you, however, see 2 men in robes running around. They look to be magic robes. One of them ran south, the other one is up north.
Guys, we got more incoming over there.
It's amusing, yes. I'm not actually going to put them on the token layer, but Shiki, you know, one is close to the well above you, and the other one is below the other tent all the way over here.
Oh, good. I'll shoot him as soon as I get away from these bear traps.
Yep. Next up is Darvin's turn.
Okay, Darvin will come out to here. And then he's going to cast this on the Gunslinger.
All right. Gunslinger. Gunner, let me roll a... Is that a wisdom? That is a wisdom. As you hold out your hand and you cast this magic, giving a dominating command to him, Darvin does. And the dwarf, his eyes seem to glaze over for a second, but he quickly shakes them loose. Or not that he shakes them loose, the pot kind of falls over his eyes, and as he kind of shakes that loose, he looks again. You can see that his eyes are as they were beforehand. He does not appear to have been dominated.
Oh, and then I guess it was worth a shot.
It was
And-
worth a shot, and he actually rolled really good because he doesn't have high wisdom.
And then because I'm assuming Darvin would have seen the bullets hit this wall over here, he's going to hide behind the door.
That's a fair assumption. Yep.
He can cast it, but he has one more cast for this. No,
Did he
he's
do
actually
it?
already used his hex. So yeah, he could put it on him. Yes. So he's going to put the hex on
the gunner does look bloodied at this point as well. So he's
he's going to put it on this guy.
All right, so I'll put a pink dot for Darvin.
Yep. I forgot it's still technically up.
Yeah, you have that up for 24 hours until he loses concentration. So you better mark concentration as well. Though technically, dominate person is concentration, so I think that would have made you lose it.
Oh, yep.
Yep. So carry on. Next up is not Sayara. Next up is, you see, surrounding this other square tent, you see several fiendish-looking creatures swirling around, similar to spirit guardians. Stepping out is let me actually put the spirit guardians out, is another woman, and she, looking at her with a glance, you see she kind of has a aura around her, beyond the spirit guardians, but just like a shimmering field around her, and it seems like you wouldn't have the easiest time hitting her.
I'm screwed, ain't I?
Whoop, that is not the range.
That's a really
That is
good
the
spirit
range.
guardian.
That is the range. You couldn't see her through the tent, but she's still moving out. So that was, she came out.
Oh, screw you. I saw that movement.
Yeah, she is going to end up probably hereabouts for the time being, where she can hide behind her bodyguards, more or less. Ione, however, will be caught in that, but she won't have to roll until her turn. Now it's Sayara's turn.
All right. I'm going to do something probably stupid.
If it's a fireball, you have my permission.
20, 25.
I just also got to say, I love that the supposed guard, the only way he noticed is because you tripped a tripwire that dropped a pot on his head.
Yep.
That's the only reason he noticed. Best guard of the year.
And once I get here, going to, yeah, I'll just do that. At the lady with the spirit guardians, I'm going to do that at her. Wow. Amazing.
Roll a wisdom save.
Okay. Yep, that tells me exactly what she's doing then. Yep.
Did somebody say, uh-oh?
All right, so as you go to fire the sacred flame at you feel some force trying to convince you not to attack her, though you fight it off and still fling it right at her body. Let me see if she can dodge out of the way. Probably not, because she is a really low CR. Dex. And she is not able to quite dodge out of the way, taking 3 damage.
Whoa, 3 damage.
But she manages to keep concentration on Spirit Guardians.
No, Sanctuary is not concentration.
Yeah, so it's until she attacks, it's basically until she attacks or does something that would, and so she could keep this up the entire time. It's not going to work too well because she has a low DC. No. Next up is Dess's turn if Sayara's done.
Yep.
Okay.
Dess's turn.
Dess's turn. One. Oh, flip now. It's the only way she's gonna help out. Yeah, go there. Hunter's mark on this one because I think I've still got it up.
Okay. The other thing you'll notice about these Gnarljacks, they do seem to be like, you see the chain is on the token, but they are actually still chained to their post, and they don't seem to be able to break out of the post.
Oh. Huh.
And the post appears to be about 20-ish feet long.
And I'm gonna. Where is it? I'm gonna smack him twice.
All right, I'm gonna smack him twice.
This
First
one.
one will hit, dealing, and also Costless Slayer will play in, so that'll be 11 damage plus 3, so 14 damage. And it's kind of falling apart at this point. The hinge kind of isn't working quite right. The second attack will deal another 7 damage plus 4, so another 11 damage. And at this point, it's kind of definitely seemed to be limping as much as you could expect a let's go with sentient, a sentient bear trap to limp.
Okay. Oh, Hunter's mark damage on it.
Okay, so 2d6. Let me put a purple dot on it. 6 damage. You probably would only take one more whack to put it down permanently.
Okay.
Next up is Ione's turn. Ione, roll a wisdom save.
So, out of curiosity, since Shiki's a fox, is she going to chew her own arm off?
It's not actually grappled her or anything like that. It just bit her once and released her.
I'm a cunning fox.
Yeah, so wisdom save, Ione.
Work on it.
Ooh, you
Ah,
actually fail the wisdom save. And as you fail it, these fiendish guardians around the priest who came out all swarm towards Ione, and you take 16 necrotic damage.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to risk it. Damn it. Okay.
And do remember, it is half movement within the red aura.
I'm going to actually take the provoke on this.
Okay.
Can he attack? Because he has a ranged weapon out.
He has a two-handed ranged weapon, so no, he will not be able to attack back.
It's with them to break the
He
Saint
breaks.
Parade fight.
He breaks your face with the butt of his gun.
All right, so Ione is going to attack the priest.